welcome to Plan Path Podcast today. Happy International Day of the Boy Child. International Day of the Boy Child is an international celebration celebrated on the 16th of May annually to celebrate the male gender, and we are going to tell you a lot more about it. Today on the show, I have someone with me.
Yeah.
I have someone with me on the show. Please introduce yourself. And of course, he's a man.
I'm a guy, actually, not a man. So I won't put a lot of pressure on myself. So
nice one. That's a good place to start.
So my name is Tudonu an ambassador for the youth in the SDG platform.
Oh, nice. Okay. So how do I refer to you as? How do I refer to you? Like short form of your name. What do your friends call you?
Shegun is fine.
Okay, Shegun. All right. Welcome, Mr. Shegun, to the show. Let's recap on how we met. I like to do this part every time. Okay, before we started recording, he asked me for the agenda of this talk, and I definitely told him not to worry about the agenda. So you're going to be enjoying us unscripted today. Okay, so how did we meet?
Oh, we met at a program that is International Day of Girl Child.
Interesting. So we met Girl Child, and now you are doing something for Boy Child. Oh, nice.
Yes. That was actually organized by Temitayo.
Shout out to Temitayo. We love you.
Yeah, we love you. So it was there when you came as a speaker for Mani to talk about the mental health. So that was where we exchanged contacts, and I was like, I love what you are doing. It's a great thing, and I love connecting with like minds. So
nice, thank you. That is your version of the story. Thank you. Let me say my own version, Abby. Okay, so how we met, I remember vividly that Temitayo's friends, when we got to the event that day with my other colleagues, that was last year October.
Yes.
It was an international celebration for girls. One thing I observed within few minutes I got there is that Temitayo has good friends, loyal friends. And I could see the way everybody took the matter on their heads, like they were really assisting. I was like, these guys are really loyal, these guys are really supportive of their friends. And I was like, yes, I like their generation, I like what they are doing. And I'm like, oh yes, I just connected with their spirit. I think I made 2 friends from there. The other ladies, I couldn't get their numbers. I met somebody from the first aid team.
Yes.
Mr. Jamil also, Amo.
Yeah.
Mr. Amo. And then I met you as well. So yeah, that's how we met. And as usual, this is my second time of saying it. We've got seen, we've been checking out each other's WhatsApp status. And I see he's been doing a lot of work in SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. And I saw him post things about International Day of the Boy Child. I was like, yeah, this is somebody, because we had been thinking our Plan Path on inviting somebody to talk, I have a conversation regarding International Day of the Boy Child. So when I saw that he posted, I was like, yeah, jackpot, similar, like mind and everything. Let's do this. So that's how we are here today and having this episode with you. Thank you so much for agreeing to come.
Oh, it's a privilege to speak to the public too, because I always take this as a privilege, not what I am meant to do, like just because everybody is doing it, but it's a privilege to impact everybody out there.
Oh. Okay, so what spurred you to get interested in talking about International Day of the Boy Child? What inspired you to start having conversations around that topic?
Okay, one of the things, I'll start from myself, is that at that time too, I'll say that I needed a way of getting out and maintaining a balanced mental health, because I was feeling down, maybe unseen pressure. Let me put it that way, unseen pressure.
Unseen pressure.
Yes, because yes, it will be like the pressure is there, but are you actually seeing it? If you ask, what's actually putting pressure on you? Then you now look, okay, this and this. when you now go out there, you see that you are not the only one facing this stuff. So there is a way you can just go through it. And for boys out there, we have little attention being placed on them. We have a lot of ladies program. Even in tech spaces now, we have special program for the ladies. And when you are applying for this, and they'll say females are encouraged to apply this, that. And when you are a female nowadays, more attention are being placed on you and neglecting the boy, which when you don't train, you still affect the female.
Exactly.
So that
either
was one
work, in marriage,
yes, in marriage,
just in society.
Yes, in society. So that was one of the things that made me to like, okay, let me just reach out. And when that day of that International Day of the Girl Child, the students were asking, the male students were like, when are you going to do the boy child or things like that? I was like, okay, let's see what we can do around it. Maybe can still come around to talk to you. That we should be hopeful. So, but looking
let me catch you there. Just to recap that the event that we met, it was for International Day of the Boy Child. Girl Child. Thank you. And I got to that event to speak out there, and I found out that the boys were not being spoken to, so they just hung around. Pretty much just hung around that day. I was like, oh my god, I wish you guys, I thought you had a plan for the boys. I wish you guys organized something. And the same thing happened to Shegun on Saturday. Please, can you narrate that experience where girls were spoken to, were being attended to, and nobody pretty much cared about the boys?
Yes, that was the Interswitch Career Fair.
You mentioned their name. I'm listening.
Okay.
It's okay.
So they were attending to the ladies in tech space that want to go into tech. So at that time, I was expecting like they should allow the guys to just go around about the job fair, which will have reduced the crowd going into the booth during those period of the career the job fair. So but we are all meant they told us we are all meant to sit down, even while some of the guys were not listening. We were just talking here and there and all that.
So I think that event organizers, please note as you listen to this, please, as you organize events for girls, empowerment program for girls, please empower our boys as well. Very, very important.
Yes, we need empowerment. And so going straight to the boy child celebration coming up on the 16th.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So it's what we need to actually pay attention to, and the theme for this year is boys and mental health. So our mental health is actually important. And
sorry, boys and mental health. Let's define what health is, and I'm a teacher by heart. Okay. So let's define straightforward so that as somebody is listening, the person can follow through the conversation. What is health? What is mental health? Do you want to go? I should go.
Okay, I would love you to go first. So.
Okay, health, according to WHO, health is the state of comprises of physical health, mental health, and social well-being. Yes. So anytime we talk about health, somebody can stay and not have headache and not be having kidney disease or be in a good state of health physically, but mentally the person may be having depression, anxiety, stress, and everything. That person cannot be considered to be in 100% state of health. So our health comprises of physical health, mental health, and our social health. So do you want to say something else? Mental health, I'm listening.
Okay, mental health and health generally is how you actually take your body, how you treat your body, to be in the right sense or the other way around. Every action gives a reaction. So it's how you treat your body that it tends to replicate the same action. So for mental health, is one of the things that I would say in Africa we're passing through a lot, or being in a lot.
Or you're coming back from a lot.
So it's something that you have to deal with, and sometimes somebody may be good looking and in the head is not actually normal. So we have that a lot in Lagos, for example. Someone well dressed, someone well dressed, and you see them maybe talking to themselves or trying to like, or they are being, yes, or easily irritated. So there's a lot to be talked about, especially and it acts around the male gender. But male gender, I'm talking about both the boys, the guys, the men. So
different age ranges.
Yes, so we need to pay attention to this to help them get out of
what?
The mental distress.
Okay, yes. So you can either be in a great stress of health or be in mental distress. That is important to note. You just said that. Do you think there are particular challenges that you just mentioned? You mentioned in the beginning that availability of opportunities for boys.
Yeah.
Are there other? Do you think there are other challenges that you go through as a growing man? He's graduated, just done his NYC, looking for placement right now. Studied transport. Let me do free advice for you.
Thank you so much. Transport management and operations. He's got experience. He's worked in ministry, Lagos State Ministry of Transport before. Please pass across opportunities you may have to him. We'll be willing to explore them. Thank you so much. Okay, so do you think that as a growing man, finding your feet now after school, do you think that or while you were growing up, while you were in school, what challenges did you face as a guy? Okay. One of the challenges is being able to fully hear you out as a guy, because, okay, for example, one of the things that happen between parents and children is trying to listen to the boy child. When he wants to talk, just listen to him. Not that when he wants to talk, just be like, what happened? What do you want to say? Trying to,
you're a boy. You're not supposed to be talking too much.
Yes.
You're not supposed to express your emotions. You're not supposed to cry. Like in fact, you're supposed to be a statue, you just be looking.
Even when parents beat us while growing up, you'll be like, if I hear pimp, keep it. You don't know that, man. This one, all those things too, and it has effect on the boy child. Sometimes he will not be able to express himself. He just want to keep it to himself and be like, well, I'm going to be fine, I'm going to pull through. And one thing I want to tell the boy child out there is that is cool, and there's nothing bad in taking time to cry if you feel like crying. It does not mean that you are weak. Just when you feel that, okay, I need to just pour out my mind, there are sometimes I just bring out my book and write.
Exactly.
Now I'm feeling this way, I'm feeling this way, and sometimes when I'm writing it, tears may be dropping. I'll just be like, I'll be fine after writing everything. You
let that anger out. So yes, you mentioned something now that as parents, as boys, parents of boys, friends, female friends of boys, and everybody in society need to pay attention to that every time we are with men, we should encourage them to let out their emotions, express their emotions, how they actually feel, because it's healthy to speak out. It's healthy to feel however way you feel. It doesn't make you a weak man. Because it's important to say that I was at an event on Saturday towards the evening at Ikeja, and I was talking to a couple of people, and one of the things I overheard somebody say while we're taking pictures is that this person said sometimes this anger, aggression that men express is from emotions that were not let out before. That's why you see a man sometimes wrinkles on the face. The person is always frowning.
Always frowning, yes.
The person doesn't let out their anger. The person is frustrated, aggression.
Yes.
Towards subordinator, towards wives. Some people end up beating their wives.
Yeah.
Sometimes not even the wife, or whatever even happened between both of them, or just is those unexpressed emotions. As a man, stop repressing your emotion. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. However, when you feel, remember to express, let out. That is important. Very, very, very important. So if you're a parent, you have a boy child, please allow that child to be a human being. They've got blood running through their veins. You wanted to add something to it before we move to something else?
Yeah, okay. The emotions too, and as a boy child, when you feel maybe you are having this attraction or feeling to the opposite gender, instead of just keeping it and now finding a subtle way of doing that, because a lot of things has led the boy child and children going into, let's say, pornography and masturbation when they have this feeling towards a particular lady, and maybe while growing up they try to tell their parents, they'll be like, at what age this one? Instead of you to explain that it's normal for you to feel this way, there is nothing bad feeling this way, but then teach them how to control it, how to do it. They'll be like, keep short this. So at the long run, by the time they go ahead to tell maybe their peers that I'm having this thing, maybe the peer is actually into the watching of them, will just be like, see, let me show you where you can ease yourself. Then it will show you, okay, let's go into this. Before you know it, you start going into that.
What's the law? The child is gone.
Yes, it's gone. Before you know it, even when you say a lady that he really loves and this thing, to walk up, we just be like, we just take that memory, look at the lady very well, then go back to his closet and use that picture to masturbate and all that. So keeping the feeling to himself, not sharing it, even when the person say okay, no, or this, that, there's a better way to control it than just going to harm yourself, because masturbation on the long run, it leads to cancer. Is it cancer? Or yes, cancer. I think prostate cancer for the male, and even it makes you spiritually too. It's not right as a Christian. And
there are better ways to express your feelings towards your opposite gender.
Than just
self-masturbate.
Self-masturbate, or even some, they may even lead you to strategizing how to rape a lady, things like that.
It's important. You said something. It's important that parents are paying more. We're not saying leave the girls. We're saying pay attention to your boys too.
Yes.
One thing that, don't let me say scares me about raising boys and girls, immediately we will see how we feel, we will cry it out, so we tend to receive that attention. The thing with guys is that it accumulates over time. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
You will not see the boy that is masturbating. You may not even know that the boy has an anger problem. You just say, my child is gentle. Give the boy some years, he will start manifesting that thing he's feeling. So as parents, you have to pay attention. We are not saying be fearful, no. Just pay attention to that boy. Within your care, you're a teacher, pay attention to that. You're a youth worker in your mosque, your church, wherever you're seeing boys around you, pay attention to them, because boys learn, they take their time to nurture those things. They've been doing it in secret. Before you know, it now comes out.
And again, one of the things I would say is that I think in Nigeria as a whole, more of the families, they tend to, like, when the ladies ask for something, they provide faster than when the guys ask for. Mean like, Opirini, I don't want you to follow boys.
She's a woman, I don't want you to follow
guys and all that. Oh, have you not thought of a lot of people going into the Yahoo or between cyber crimes and all that now? The boys, maybe when they ask from home, you don't encourage. They know that you can give this one, but you are not giving at that point, and they see that okay, maybe they have a younger sibling that is a female. You provide, you give to that one. We are not even saying that it must be maybe equal, but the distance, like the difference, should not be much. At least not that I sent you 5K last month and it's 1 month plus. Yeah, like you are still looking at that 5K as one big money. Yes,
Shagu, you have a valid point, really, because I feel that a lot of times parents, and even we women, we just somehow expect men to have more money, and we are in this same economy.
Yeah,
a lady of the same age range, maybe even they are working she's working in the same office with the guy, or they are on the same grade level, they are earning literally the same salary. The lady just expects to owe her money and still gets money for the guy. Is it that men manufacture money from somewhere or anything? That's how that pressure starts. So before you know it,
that's what baffles me. You see, ladies, and one thing about ladies is they have different apps of keeping money, and the major bank app, you may see maybe 0 naira, but they have money in piggy banks, they have money, and they will still come. They will call this guy, they will call this guy. When you now ask the lady for money, like, you're a guy now. Am I a guy? So as because I'm a guy, I have
different
to.
Separate central bank.
As in, the thing just gives me some kind of.
One of my friends is I call him chairman. He believes that women have more money than guys. Do you believe so?
Yeah, I believe so because I've experienced something similar to that. A lady, she's a friend of mine. That day, I went to just visit her. I visited her like to say hi for a long while because I've been away. So she was like, okay, please, I need money to buy something. Come and give me 1K. Okay, I said, what do you want? He said, I want to eat. Then after transferring the 1K, while we were gisting and all that, I said, my birthday is coming. I've been saving up. You've been saving up for your birthday? Seriously? Then she opened a piggy bank account. I was seeing 80-something thousand naira for your birthday. And me that just my own 1,000 naira for crying out loud. So I was like, wow, seriously. So sometimes when ladies just come into my DM to ask for money, I ask, what do you want to use it for? And it's not, you are not the type that just come in every time, money for this, money for that. I believe you should not fully be dependent on the man, since you are not even married. You are just friends, and friendship means commitment from both sides. So I should be able to.
So you too buy me gift too now.
Yes, now. You see, there are some ladies that they've not sent a gift to a guy before, but they always want a gift from a guy.
That's true.
There was a lady that was telling me, I've not even unboxed any gifts this year, things like that. And my mind, I was like, have you sent a box of gifts to a guy? So we should make this thing. Yes, we are saying gender balance, like gender equality. Yes, we should balance it too. That yes, it may not be as much as the guy, but when you show that
balance it, let it be equally.
Yes, but at least let's start from somewhere that you send something at first, not that you only expect being at the receiving end. Even the Bible says it's blessed to give than to receive.
It's blessed to send something to a guy than to receive from him. Are you hearing? Interesting. So parents need to pay attention to ensuring that they provide for their guys, their male children, aside from providing in the same respect that they provide for the female. I'm not expecting that the guys have money so that the guys are not tempted to go into certain crimes.
Yes.
I'll keep evil companies or bad companies, make money through shrewd means because they are trying to make money and ladies, you heard Mr. Shekun, please, it's more blessed to give than to receive. Hallelujah. Do you agree? Let's know in the comments, please. One thing what would you also like to say to the guys? Tips to, 'cause since this year's theme is boys and mental health, what would you like to say to the guys to help men, or what tips have you been using as a guy? Let me say it, as a man. Don't let me say man. As a male child.
Male child. Yeah.
So what tips, and this applies to everybody, all age ranges. What tips have you been using?
Yeah, one of the tips is I try to model a positive image out there, because of what maybe I'm facing something. It does not mean that I should go into this. I just know that it's just for the meantime. And life is not just a roller coaster. There are the down times, there are the up times, and you take time to meditate, reflect on your thoughts.
So to say that whenever as a male you're going through something, know that challenges are a part of life.
Yes.
And they will pass.
Yes.
And life is a roller coaster. Up times, but down times, they are completely normal. Nothing abnormal has happened.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's go to the next thing.
Okay.
That's
then meditating, reflecting on your thoughts. Some guy will have done something before thinking about it. Before doing something, think it through. Don't just do it without thinking. So for example, some guys will now start blaming on the devil and be like, it's the devil that made me to do this. Even when somebody is trying to get you angry, you reflect. You'll be slow to take decision when you are angry, because at that point you can do and undo. So at that point you calm yourself. You be like, what's the consequence of the action I'm about to take? Reflecting on your thoughts.
Good. I think what I would like to say is that you will still come back, or like, since you did, let me say one thing.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so one thing I would like to tell men is that men should pay attention to the benefits of things in their space. Men are usually quick to say, oh, now woman thing. If you invite a man, okay, so my friend Bimbo Yoga, shout out to Bimbo Yoga, Ageless Look Yoga, Kids Yoga Club. Yes, let me advertise her. So Bimbo had an event recently. I think that was even on Saturday. And as much as the last time I asked her about the registration that we're talking, or I think she was talking on her status, there was no man that had registered for that event. And sometimes at the gym, you see men in yoga class, you see a guy, oh, aren't you coming into the class? The guy says, now woman, they do they stretch my body. And the funny thing is that those same things that they see us doing on the mat, tell them to come and do it, their body will be shaking. Like usually their body, because their bodies are very stiff.
Yeah.
And that stiff body, those stiff muscles, they point to a lot of things. Anxiety in the bones, your nervous system is not, things are not freely flowing in your body.
Yeah.
Just stiff bodies. I've seen some guys, I'm like, this guy's body is so stiff. Like, I can literally see and I can point out, and usually a lot of times, not all the time, a lot of time I'm correct. So men should pay attention to the benefits of things and not say they are for women. Yeah. They are for men.
They should even allow the boy child going to freely participate in things like that.
Yes. So, don't say yoga is for women. Karate is for men.
You'll be like, dancing is for women. Or have you seen somebody dancing that is really good? Does Dangote dance? Does Tudonu dance? Things like that. But
men, stereotypes. It's not women that only do stereotypes. Men do a lot of stereotypes. And men need to pay attention to that. If you say you don't want to do something, why don't you want to do it? If you say you are doing it, like you said, pay attention to your thoughts. Don't let stereotypes eat you up.
Yeah. Enjoy
life and the benefits of things. Don't say it's only women that cook. Don't say it's only this that this. Explore career opportunities. Explore things. I'm on dreads, and the person that does my dreads, Mr. Day, is so good. And like I've literally never seen a lady that does dreads as better as guys. In fact, I realized that Mrs. Nkechi Nwamu was telling me, Jean's Kitchen, shout out to her. She's an amazing supporter of Plant Park.
Yeah.
So she was saying something one day that she like, that was like 2 years ago. She now said that she noticed that when guys go into fields that women, they're like women dominated field, they do so well, like agency.
Yes.
Have you seen Gele artists that are men? They will do it
Yeah.
well. Makeup, you understand? So men should stop attending to stereotypes, to stop being stereotypical in their minds. They should explore opportunities in life and enjoy things. Enjoy yoga. I wish a lot of men could do yoga. It will help them a lot. Go first. See, there's a man I know that I've been telling these guys to go for therapy for about a year now. I've been saying in between because I think he needs therapy. This man just feels, I'm a man, I can take care of my emotions, and that guy is not okay emotionally. And it shows in what he does. It's obvious that this person is not in a great state of emotional and mental health. This person needs therapy. This person needs to work at this aspect of life. So that is that. And the second thing I would like to tell men, please, health is a state of physical, emotional, and social well-being, right? Physical, emotional / mental health and social well-being.
Yeah.
Please, the fact that you got a lot of money as a man doesn't make you successful alone. It's good to be successful, but you have to pay attention to your mental health.
Yes.
You can't be aggressive and feel that you're fine. You're not fine, uncle. You need to pay attention to that, to all-round development. It's very important, even as parents. You know, sometimes you say, my child is getting AIDS, my child is a good boy, it was always to follow well. There are still a lot of things that you have to pay attention with that child. So all-round state of health, very important. Pay attention to enjoying life such that you are not just saying, this one is for men, this one is for women. It's for all of us. Men, enjoy yoga, enjoy karate, enjoy dancing, cooking, go into female-dominated fields. As women are going into your fields too. As women are going into engineering, you need to come into podcasting, come into tailoring, every other thing. Men enjoy. So catering, your turn. Catering, yes, very important. I like men that can cook. I've got a friend that cooks so well, Shola.
I can cook too, so.
Either cooks.
So, and one of the things again for men is we should set boundaries. When I say boundaries, okay, when you see that you are among a particular people that are not actually giving you the ginger to go ahead to do something. Set boundaries for them. So because what you hear continually determines what you are trying to put out. Okay, if for example I'm into SDGs and I'm hanging around people that don't even believe in SDG and be like, what are you even doing? Because some, they don't believe in giving back to humanity. They just want to make the whole money out of this world. They just want to about their own life. They don't care about their neighbors and all those things, because there are people out there, and a natural man is just, like say, a greedy. He just wants to have everything to himself. And so just take set boundaries and be like, okay, fine, I know you are this, just try to hold it that way. Set boundaries for yourself because of your mental health, and don't respect other people's boundaries too.
Yes, I think let's dwell on that set boundaries. It's important for men to be aware of their limitations.
Yes.
Don't be saying I'm a macho. What's in law? You would have gone since. Set boundaries.
Yes.
Friends, women, know what your values are as a man and stick with them. Don't feel that those boys may be doing bad things, doing involved in crime and doing untoward things. And sometimes those things may not exactly be bad, like criminally saying it's bad, but we know that morally they don't probably go with what your own values are. Make sure that you're keeping friends along with your values, so that you're not a macho. Like, you're a macho, we respect you and your ego.
To show your masculinity
yes,
and all that.
But you have human beings. You still got blood running to your brain.
Yeah.
Set boundaries that will help you go far in life as a man. You know, sometimes when I see some guys, maybe 40, and you can literally go back to every office they've worked in or every social group they belong to, and there's a lady that they have slept with. So imagine that when you're now 60, you've got a lot of those women all around the place. Nah, it doesn't speak so well of you.
Sure, yes.
You're going far. If you plan to go far, know what your values are. Stick to it, and
it's not about sleeping with ladies only. Okay, I have this experience while in undergraduate. My colleagues in class, okay, I always love to. Okay, let me have some time since I'm their class rep too. I was like, okay, let's have some time together. I'll we'll go out together, maybe to a restaurant. Then they'll start ordering this alcohol, things like that. So I don't take alcohol. Then I take my mods. Then it got to a time that they started telling me that, are you going to use 5 years in this school without tasting alcohol? That means you are not a man. It's a man that takes this thing. You see, that is why he's even put out, so we show you the masculinity that yes, you are. I say, see, please leave me. If it's that one that I used to make a man, I'm not ready to be a man. Just to take make them like, okay, just stay. This is what I stand with. And later on, what I actually observe is after me becoming the ambassador and all that, I saw that they have this respect. There was a time I was celebrating my birthday, and somebody wrote, one of my colleagues is into this stuff too, like into this cybercrime, drinks, those.
Let's clarify. Maybe somebody you know you stay together in the same hostel. He's not essentially your friend.
Yes.
Let's clarify.
Okay. No. I did not stay with him in the hostel. We are just colleagues in the class.
Oh, classmates.
Yeah, classmates.
Okay.
Yes. So he wrote something with my picture on my birthday, and was like, the most focused president I've ever had, and class rep with a direction that he knows what he wants, he goes for it, and no matter how you try to want to influence him to go the other way, he always hold on to what he hold dearly to himself. So that thing touched me. I was like, then it was almost getting to a time that I was feeling intimidated that, or should I do this thing? But whenever I wanted to take that step, there's always someone beside me that will say, don't do it. I don't know you for that. That just be yourself, continually be yourself. So it's what has really helped me, and thank God for placing those people strategically that place, because I will thank God, because they themselves they do it, but they telling me not to. Though sometimes they will say that let's do it, do it now this, but whenever I want to do it, they say stop, don't do it, because I think they are saying that they are the one pushing me them.
Exactly.
So then I started creating boundaries that, okay, there's a limit to where I hang out with them too. So because I don't want to be like them. When they show, when you show me your friends, and I will tell you who you are.
Exactly.
So if you are following 5 rich people, you are average of the 5. So it matters a lot. So that is one of the things that made me to stick, and God has been faithful, doing what I'm doing, and He has been helping too. So the boundary setting is very important. Set boundaries. Know that, okay, if others are maybe they've been taking alcohol right from small, and your first time is going to be horrible, and one thing they do is that they will still video you and post it online. So set those boundaries.
And you not doing those things doesn't make you less of a man.
Yes, less of a man, and all that. So for the boy child out there, please, even it's not that we are trying to dictate your life, but know yourself. Don't let somebody push you. Let somebody push you for greatness, not for the other way around. Drinking alcohol does not make you great. if yes, I'll give that advice. Drinking alcohol does not make you.
I hear very rich people. I mean, not even just people that just Pablo that don't make money.
Yeah.
Very rich people, wealthy people are not giving to alcoholism or substance abuse.
Yes.
He has a way of wrecking one's brain over the years. Just stick to great values that you have. Know your values. Set boundaries. Very, very important. Set boundaries.
Yes.
And go all hard on your goals. Remember to also have balanced life. Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Have
very,
enough sleep. Not
Yes.
that which money must be made. Sometimes some people will be awake overnight and there is no productivity to show for it.
Exactly.
So why the reason of just being awake, starving yourself of some sound sleeps? Sometimes I feel like when I'm sleeping like this, I'm having a nice time for myself. Because there was a time that in position, sometimes they just call, while I was the president then, they would just call me from sleep. I've started, okay, this. But after those periods, I take time to sleep and I'll be like, I'm really enjoying it.
Exactly.
So it's nice. And our body works differently. Different motivation speakers are out there. Rich men don't sleep in the night.
Hallelujah. No, they sleep and when they wake up, they tell you those things. I beg you, know yourself.
And know yourself, what works for you. If you're a night caller, good. And the day you have time to sleep. Then if you are into this thing throughout the day and all that, find time to sleep in the night.
Especially if you are doing a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Very important. Very important. Do you want to say something? I wanted you to talk about your work in your ambassadorship, or in like 2 minutes. Just tell us what you did, what your experience was like, because it will help men to also take up leadership positions. Usually, social impact projects. You see a lot of ladies there, right?
Yes.
So just tell us about your work with the Lagos State government, what you did and everything. So it will help us to just tell us what you did with Lagos State government and encourage men out there to take up impact projects to give back to the society. So yes.
Okay. Roughly what I did with Lagos State government was doing impacts like humanity services, talking about humanitarian services, talking about the citizenship, the volunteerism, and also the leadership in people. Everybody has the spirit of leadership in them. It's just for you to harness it, because we are born to dominate, not even only the men or the women, but both genders. We are born to dominate. That is why in the Bible, when God created Adam, he said, have dominion over everything I've created. So we are meant to dominate. And one thing is, people always say that if everybody are leaders, who is not going to be followers? But let me tell you something, that if everybody are leaders, everything will be done rightly.
Exactly. If we take leadership in where we find ourselves.
So what I actually did with Lagos State government, they helped me a lot, because it was like a talent discovered and given a platform to showcase myself. So we're given this platform of impacting younger generation, going to school, talking to them, then carrying out environmental services, just like clean up and all that. So, and brushing us up in the leadership journey too.
It's interesting that even after his ambassadorship, he has also been doing things personally, like since the beginning of May, he has been posting quotes and leads and nuggets on International Day of the Boy Child, and it's ending tomorrow. What you're doing is amazing. Well done.
Thank you so much.
All right. So I would also like to add, there's something that is happening now, that some people say some men are weak. They are not. Maybe their wives are maltreating their house helps, and the men are not taking charge, dominion, like you said. As a man, as much as we encourage you to be in touch with your feminine side, also stay in touch with your masculine side. We are not raising weak men.
Yes, we should be responsible of our actions and take responsibility of things.
Exactly.
Not just leaving it and just like, okay, they will do it. Let me just. No,
Exactly.
we should take responsibility of things around us.
Exactly. Yes, very important. So, as a man, make sure you are in touch. Like he said, very, very important. Make sure you are in touch with your feminine side, your masculine side, because those things come together to make you a whole human being.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on your podcast series.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so that's a wrap for today on International Day of the Boy Child episode. This year's theme is boys and mental health. Thanks for listening. Remember to listen to our other episodes, like, comment, share this podcast with everybody, and have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.